Hey guys, Aqua Duelist here, and I haven't done any Speed Duel content for a while, and I'm gonna be honest, the reason why is just because there's nothing else that really I want to build that interests me. If you're like me, I was very interested in Mako's cards and support that are coming out in the last set, but ended up being very, very disappointed. There was actually only a handful, like maybe like a handful of cards that were honestly worth getting. Basically being the skills, which I thought were mostly pretty cool and pretty good for the most part. Legendary Fisherman, was it the one Sea Serpent boss monster? I can't even think of his name right now. It starts with like D, and then Yomi ship and the Moria of Greed reprint, which was very, very awesome. The fact that they reprinted that, like, there's only a few cards there worth getting, and to me, it honestly just feels like they had a few cards in mind, and then they're like, "What else do we do?" And they just kind of like picked a bunch of random stuff to throw in. Um, in the last few weeks, I kind of thought about like ways that the whole thing for Mako or just the water decks in general could be fixed. And just like these are cards I thought would be actually like that'd be good to throw into Speed Duels to give essentially the deck a actual chance to play or an actual chance to win essentially. Just because standalone the water just Mako's deck does not feel really good. It feels like to me they really didn't know what they were doing. But so I feel like one of the first things we should have honestly got was for one we should have got Legendary Ocean, because if you're wanting to play Legendary Fisherman, Legendary Ocean is kind of like the what you really need for the deck to be functioning and good, and we did not get that. And then there's two other cards I would group with this. Then I have a few cards for another idea. But there's the one Atlantean. I think it's like a Atlantean soldier or something like that. The search is you discard it and you can search Legendary Ocean. Since the skill itself does not search Legendary Ocean, it searches Umi. I do think that would be a really nice buff to Legendary Fishermen in general, and again, could really make that deck in particularly function for those wanting to go more the Legendary Fisherman route. And then something I also thought about, I mean, if they're going to throw a Legendary Ocean in, um, there is a old card that I really like, and I remember it's called Terror King Salmon. Um, Really gorgeous artwork, really really awesome. But it's a level 5 2400 attack monster. Legendary Ocean makes that level 4, so it's not super super overpowered. There's bigger monsters. There's ways to get around it, I feel. So I do think it's not just overpowered itself. Um, and then something else I also thought about, there were two other cards that came to mind since we did get Yomi Ship, which is kind of a control card. There were two other control cards for water in particular I thought would be really good to make water control a really good thing, or like a really good viable option. Um, One of the two I thought about was Snowman Eater. Flip it, 2000 defense, and I think it has 0 attack, if I remember correctly. Just destroys a monster on the field. And then the other card I thought about was Abyss Soldier, 1800 attack. You discard a water monster to bounce any card to the hand, which I thought would be really, really good just for monster removal, back removal, just in general. Really, really good. So, and if with that, you would mostly have to be playing water. So, those were essentially my thoughts on cards that would really just kind of fix Mako's deck, and would like to hear y'all's thoughts on that. I mean, I don't think they're super overpowered, just because, we do have like Amazon control, and then, there's Relinquished with the Harpy tech engine, which I think is really, really good. But yeah, nothing super overpowered, at least to me, felt super overpowered. But those were my thoughts on um, how it could fit, how Mako's deck could be fixed as far as speed duels go. As far as speed duel content for the future of this channel, as of right now, until we get the structure deck for Rex and Weevil, I'm probably not going to be making any more speed duel deck profiles until then, unless I update one of the ones I have. Um, and yeah, that's mostly it. We'll probably do get discussions here and there. So I'm not abandoning speed duel content. It's just I feel like right now I feel like I'm kind of hitting like a slow, I guess you could say a slow season with it. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video.